Guys, how we doing? I'm Ryan Mack. Welcome back to Trading, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you journaling the trade. So wait to move this out of the way. So here you can see here. Wait, I'll try and make it smaller. Sorry, because in fact it's full screen, so you're going to see it all regardless. So here's what I do. Like this is just my way of journaling. It's not the be all and end all. If you have your own way, that's absolutely fine. But a lot of the questions we get, especially on stuff like the YouTube and stuff, is or even the Instagram DMs, is about journaling. Ryan, how do you actually journal properly? Blah blah blah. I'm not saying this is the proper way. There's 100 ways to do it. This is just the way that I find it covers all the things that I want to know, record, and make use of. Right? There could be stuff that I'm missing on here. Who knows? But this works perfectly fine for me, and that's why I'm happy to share it. Okay? If you want to take some parts of it, if you want to take it all and completely copy it, fucking crack on. I don't care. If you want to take little bits that maybe you've already got yours set up, and you think, oh, I never put that in. Actually, you want fire away. So here I've got, we'll cover the columns first of all. So at the very top, I've got the month, which is February 2025, right? I don't have anything above there. That's all old ones. You can see, look, right? But this is actually my first trade. This is 2024. This is my first trade of 2025. So my first trade was in February 2025, right? It was the 11th of February. So let's have a look at the top column. I've got here the date in the centre. I've got pairs, buy or sell, stop loss hit, yes or no, take profit hit, yes or no. Did I close early? That means did I close it early, right? And I will cover this in a second. Type of trade, swing trade, day trade, scalp trade, number of days, can be number of weeks, whatever. Lot size, risk, obviously that's 0.2. I know that you may look at that and think, well, that's not a lot. However, you have to remember this is copper, and copper 0.2 is fucking huge, right? Like even on a 150 grand account, that's quite a fucking big trade. So you have to remember that. Do not, whatever you do, jump into copper with fucking half a lot, one lot, two lots. You will fucking melt your account and you will get a margin call, right? Unless you already have a massive account, okay? Just even do 0.02. 0.02 is actually a very big trade in copper, okay? So bear that in mind. It's just some brokers don't allow you to do 0.02 on copper. The minimum they'll allow you is 0.1 of a lot size. So again, you have to be careful. If you only have a tiny account, I wouldn't bother trading copper because it will fucking very easily wipe your account, alright? Or put you into a margin call. Risk, all of my trades are 0.25%, 0.25% always, because I do swing trades. If you have a smaller account, of course, and you want to do swing trades, you're going to have to increase it to maybe 1%, 2%. That's still perfectly fine, okay? I just do it 0.25 because this is a managed account. It's other people's money. It's quite large, and I go for small. It's not... I'm in a different mindset from you guys that are trading your own funds where you're like, yeah, I want to make money, On my other account, which does not have clients attached to it, I'll happily blast 2, 3, even 4% sometimes on a trade. But on the accounts like this, which I'm managing clients' money, I do not, right? I'm very, I avoid risk at all costs. I make it minimal risk, which is 0.25%, and returns, look, the one trade was 2.97% return, all right, and I risked 0.25, so it was fantastic. Loss in percentage is 0. Pips. Now, copper is done in points, the same as, I think it's like indices and stuff. So 31,000 points, it was obviously, a bit more than that. It was 31,000, blah, blah, blah. But I forgot, by the time I closed the trade, I forgot how many fucking it was. So I just put in 31,000 because I knew it was there. And that's like 3,100 pips, right? All the equivalent. Notes on the trade. I had the area marked up on the weekly time frame. I missed the first entry as it happened during the night when I was sleeping, and therefore I had to wait for the break and retest for the second entry. I didn't just wake up in the morning and say, oh, it's hit, it's flying, I'm going to enter. No, if you've missed the bus, you don't fucking chase the bus all the way down the street, right? You just wait at the bus stop for the next bus to come. So that's what I did. I did not chase that trade. I just waited for the retest and then my potential area of second entry, which I will go on to show you in just a moment. Where are we? Had a breaking retest yet for the second entry area, which we got. The first entry would have given us over 70,000 points, i.e. 70,000 pips. That would be fucking phenomenal. That's like a 5 or 6% trade, you know, while still risking 0.25%. You know what I'm saying? The second entry gave us 31,000 points, equals 3,100 pips. The trade never once came back to hit the stop loss, and it rejected on the 618 fib area of the weekly time frame, and that's obviously for the take, which is essentially take profit one, right? Which I'm going to put that in there actually. Which is essentially take profit one. Okay. Fucking hell, my typos, my apologies. It's because I type so fast, I'm just trying to, I always make typos. The whole, there we go. I held the trade the whole time, and I never gave in to any temptations to close at any point, which again is good. You have to mark down your emotional control. How did you feel during the trade? And I felt absolutely great during this trade. At no point did I think, oh fuck, I'm just going to close it now. It did pull back on a couple of occasions where I thought, fuck, is this going to go back to break even? But it didn't. You know, I just held. I said, fuck it. If it goes to break even, or if it goes to, you know, a small loss, I don't give a shit. I'm just letting it run, and it paid off. And I've built that mindset by building up these previous trades. All right, I'll cover that in a second as well. The trade was also a stress-free trade. It was absolutely fucking stress-free, and the team caught it as well. Okay, so look, I'm going to show you it on here. This here, wait to go to the weekly time frame. I need to zoom in. This here, look, small candle, large engulfing. You mark up the small candle, comes back for the retest. That's your first entry, and away you go. Right. Now I never caught that first entry. This right here, look, small candle, large engulfing, breaks away. Once this area is broken, I'm ignoring all of this. I'm waiting for this area to be this area of the small candle. I'm waiting for that to be retested. It can be this one here. You could enter that, no problem. Obviously, you never know if this is going to happen, right? So even when this happened here, that would be my entry. My stop loss would have been, if I caught this first entry here at the closing of this candle, my stop loss would then have been down here, right? Below the previous lows, not here, because then what happens is you get fucking stopped out, and then it goes. How many times have you placed your stop loss just below your entry in the previous low? It's come back, stopped you out, and the trade's absolutely fucking flew, right? The reason why they do this is because they know that pretty much all new and amateur traders, they all put their fucking stop loss just behind that previous low. I put it behind this previous low, and therefore, even though they can't see your stop losses, if people are like, oh, they've been chasing my stop loss for fucking 50 quid, it's not that. They just know that most people put their fucking stop losses here, so they come back. So what does that mean when everyone's stop loss is there? It means that's where there's fucking a mountain of liquidity, and they need liquidity before they can fucking fly. So when this starts coming down, remember, this would have been a blue candle, breaking the previous lows. Tons of people would have entered sells, blah, 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 had their stop losses up here. Then what happens is, before the candle closes, it goes fuck off. It wipes all the stop losses from here, comes back up, wipes all the stop losses from here, and then it cracks on because it's got a massive amount of liquidity to push on up, okay? So my stop loss would have been below here. We caught, where's our entry? Let's have a swatch. To show you. Entry was here. For us, it was right about here, and I remember it because what I had done was here we've got small candle, large engulfing breakaway, right? I then marked up this small candle. As the market came back to retest this zone, we actually entered here. It broke away, put us in profit. It pulled back, it put us in mild drawdown, and then it just went fuck off. You know, took it, peeled it, flew away. And I think that happened over the night, 'cause when I woke up, I was like, oh, happy fucking days. You can see here, what else do we have here? Look, small candle, large engulfing, breaks away. The market comes back to retest this small candle. That could be another potential entry, and away it goes, right? Same again. Small candle, previous resistance, once broken, becomes the new area of support. You could enter again here, and away you go, all right? We didn't. This was our entry down here. We just let it go. But these are your other alternative and options, right? If we look on here, this was the 618 fib. Hold on, I'm going to show you on here because I've got it marked up. Sorry, this here is the 618 fib, you know, coming back down for the retest to enter again here and take it back up. This here was the 618 fib. I've actually removed it because it's already hit, but that's where it hit. Look, all right, this is where we had marked up for our take profit 1. Take profit 2 was up here, this area, up here, right, which it hasn't hit yet. So what we may see is, we may see this, boom, 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 you know, and then crack on. Or we may get this breakdown here, come back up, which is great, or you may get this, come back down, everything, it rejects on the 200 EMA, comes back up, rejects on this area here, which is the previous support, once broken, becomes the new area of resistance, rejects here, and starts to melt for sales, right? So we can have multiple options here lined up for both buys and sells, and we can see how the markets are playing out. But yeah, on here, so what I do, whenever I've had winning trades, I make it green, and whenever I've had losing trades, I make it red, so that literally when I come back on, look, you can instantly see how many winning trades you have, how many losing trades you have, and so on and so forth, alright? Here you can see I used to put the monetary amount on there. Now I don't put the monetary amount on there at all, right? I just put the percentage amount. That's again to stop me focusing on the money, how much money was made. I'm just basing it on percentages now, and I'm just keeping my mindset built on percentages. If I start putting money in there, you start rubbing your fucking hands, right, and getting excited and blah blah blah, and then you fuck up your own mindset by then starting to focus on the money. Oh, if this trade comes in, I'm gonna make, you know, 5 grand, 10 grand, whatever, blah blah blah. So I've stopped doing that. 2025 made some kind of edits and adaptations to my journaling, and I've only put in there the percentage amount. Okay, so first trade of the year, up 2.97% on the managed account. There's not really much that I would take just now, guys. I'll show you, I'll quickly run through it just to show you, you know, it's just the way it is. But those of you who've been in the group have now, at least even just from this one trade, you've been able to see the power of just fucking wait, you know. That trade was fucking stress-free. Unless, like our boy Martin, who had a big lot size on there, obviously not realising, and partially my fault, I didn't warn the lads that copper was quite a big, you know, it takes a lot off you. And to even, you know, even 0.1 on copper is a big trade, right? So please bear that in mind. If we look here, AUD CAD, there's fuck all I would trade. I'm just waiting to see it hit either here. Here would be ideal, or here. I'm not taking buys. I'm just waiting for the sell, right? Both economies are shit, so I wouldn't even though I've marked this up, look, and I said to the guys, you want to take it, you can take it. Small candle, look, you mark up the small candle, small blue candle, large white engulfing, you mark up the blue candle, drag it across. When the market comes back and hits this zone, you can enter a buy. When the market comes back and retests this zone, you could enter a buy, right? And it's worked, but because I do a lot of trades based on fundamentals, I only trade a strong economy with a weak economy. Both of these economies are dog shit, right? It's weak against weak, so I don't trade it. I already know that no matter how good this turns out, I ain't trading it, and I'm not going to feel bad about not trading it because both economies are absolutely dog shit. So it's not a high probability trade. It's a trade that you're gonna enter, and you're just gonna be trapped. Fucking profit, drawdown, profit, drawdown, profit, drawdown. This really horrible, shitty range. It's just not worth it. AUD CHF, look, I'm not touching anything until the market goes back up and retest this zone here. So there's nothing there for me right now, right? AUD Japanese yen, both economies are shit, and they're showing this little like intraday strength. You know, the Japanese economy is slowly growing, but it's just not grown enough to make it fucking melt. You know, it's not there yet. So I'm not touching that pair. AUD USD is sells all fucking day long. You'll see the dollar showing, you know, mild weakness just now. Overall, the dollar is an absolute fucking powerhouse, but it's showing this kind of micro, you know, macro, it's a powerhouse. Micro, it's not so strong at the moment. And all this just happens. This is where you're getting these pullbacks. Look, small candle, large engulfing, you mark up that zone, it's come down, it's retested that zone, rejected it, you could now take a buy. I'm not touching a buy. Why? Because you've got massive areas of support here, which are now, because it's been broken, the new areas of resistance. So it could come here and break down. If it comes here, why am I not taking a sell? There's no value. That's like the 3.8 on the fib. I don't even know if that reaches the 3.8. I think it's like the 23. So there's zero fucking value for me to enter a sell from here, right? The only place where I can enter a sell for value is here. So I don't give a shit if this comes here and starts melting down. I don't care. I'm not going to sit here crying that I didn't take the trade. I'm choosing to ignore the trade because it's not a high probability setup. Can you trade it? Absolutely. Is it a good trade? No, it's absolutely shit, right? So a lot of traders forget you have the choice to choose what you want to trade or not, you know? Same again here, just ranging, you know, sell from here, buy from here, dead simple, but I'm not doing it because both economies are dog shit, right? Same again, dog shit. All the euro pairs are dog shit. Dog shit, it's nowhere near my entry. So these are my entry points. I don't touch anything. I don't give a shit about anything the market does outside of this box here or outside of this box here, and that stops me from getting trapped in FOMO. You know, if a candle suddenly starts flying but it's not in my box, I don't get caught with FOMO because it hasn't hit my box. So you know, and therefore I don't care. What have we got? Yeah, still nothing here. There's nothing here. Euro USD is 1,000,000% sells, but I'm only touching it when it comes to here, the 618 fib, right? That's the only place I'm touching it, right here. If it comes to here and rejects and goes, I'm still not touching it, right? Even though, look, broke, up, retest, go, broke, up, retest, go, right? I've already anticipated it weeks ago, but I already said in the group, I'm not touching this. It could be a decent trade because you get the previous resistance, once broken, becomes, the previous support, once broken, becomes the new resistance, right? So you could catch it, but it's dog shit. It's really messy. There's no clean range. It's horrible. It's not a good trade. If it comes up here, yes, that's a good trade. It's well worth it. Great value to sell from. It's very expensive, so it means it's great value to sell from, and then you just write it down, all right? But we can see we're about 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, you're about 6 weeks away from entering a trade on this for me. Could be, you know, could be 1 or 2, depending if we get big moves. But you know, in general, small moves, you could be looking at 5, 6 weeks before I would even enter this trade. Okay, moving on. Again, look, there's fuck all here, guys. That's just really shit, really poor. Really shit, really poor. I'm only interested once the market hits and retests down here. That's the only thing I'm interested in, right? It's the only thing. Or if I drag this across, there we go. If it breaks above here, retest this and then goes, then I would trade it. But outside of that, I need this to retest here, or there's no trade for me, right? I'm going to take that blue off now because it's not even. GBP CHF, at worst case, has to reject here and then go. So I'm going to make that blue. I'm going to make that blue now because it's almost hit. Let me just get rid of that. It's almost hit. Let me just put a alert on, drag it down. Hey, there we go, put an alert right here. So that's nearly hit. I don't know if I'm going to take it because it's just ranging, right? But the Swiss franc obviously is overpowering the pound right now. So let's see. If it breaks up beyond here, I'm not looking for buys. I'm only looking for sells in this area here. I'm not looking for buys on this pair, right? GG, again, dog shit. We could see this here. Ignore this. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying this is a possibility of what could happen now because pound is getting kind of weaker in the micro. Long term it's strong, but micro it's weak, right? And micro, i.e. the short term, daily, weekly, the Japanese yen is trying to show some strength. So we need a big break though, right? It has to really break this, come back for retest, then I would enter, then it goes, or it needs to break above, retest, enter, and go for buys, right? I'm not entertaining anything from here. It's just very messy. GBP NZD, dog shit. You know, it's still got ages before I would trade it. GBP USD, you could enter a trade from here. This is okay, but this is a 618 fib up here, so this one is decent. You could trade it. You've got the 200 EMA here on the weekly time frame. You've also got previous support. Once broken, becomes the new resistance. So this right here could be a trade. So I've got that marked as blue because it's close. GBP NZD. Right, it's dog shit, so I'm going to take the blue off of that. The green means I'm looking for buys, red means I'm looking for sells, and the blue just tells me that it's a pair that's near my potential entry point, right? So let's put an alert on here. I'm going to put 2 alerts actually. one here in the center and another one here at, come on, here at the 618, right? There we go. So I've got 2 alerts set. When it hits here, I'm not just going to pounce into a trade. I'm going to wait and see what it does, because it could come up and retest this zone here, which is even better. Then stop loss is going to be above here, right? That's it. Whenever I have areas marked out, whenever you see I've got a green line, that just highlights to me that that's my preferred area for entry. This is a potential entry. This is my preferred area of entry because it's got the green line there, okay? NZD USD, sells only. I really want to see it hit up here. Even if it hits here and rejects, I'm not taking a sell. The only time I take a sell at this lower region is if it breaks below here, comes back up for the retest, rejects here, and then goes. So that would be my entry, or this is my entry, or this is my entry. Alright? So we're still quite a fair bit away. NZD CAD again, dog shit. I'm only entering this up here, miles away. NZD CHF, there's fuck all there, right? I'll clean this. In fact, I'll just clean it up now, because there's really fuck all here. It's dog shit. Right. I'm gonna clear that because I wouldn't even take that if it came to there, so I'm ignoring it. USD CAD, yeah, it's almost near. I'm gonna put a alert on here. Let me just do this. Okay, so let me bring that down here. So this is an ideal trade. I'd love to see. I'm going to remove this now because it clearly isn't going to do that. So this is what we're waiting for. Waiting to see it come back down, retest this zone, enter buys, and fuck off. USD CHF. I'm only really looking for buys. Is it buys? Yeah, I really want to look for buys on this. So I would take a buy if it breaks above retest here or comes below, retest rejects here, and then goes, right? USD Japanese yen. I'm not touching anything. It would need to come down here and retest and reject here for me to take a buy, or break above, retest here, reject, and take a buy from there. Okay, that is it. Oil, not touching oil. I'm only looking for sells. I'm not looking for buys, and you can't sell from here. Gold is buys all day long. You just need a retest. Silver, same again, buys all day long. You just need a retest. You can't enter it now. And copper is look. It hit our TP. This was our first entry point, fucking textbook, and yeah, I believe copper is going to pull back. We'll get a decent pullback on copper. I mean, look, it may run up from here just now, but I do believe it's going to kind of give us something like this. Boom, boom, bang, entry, fuck off. Right, that's what we're kind of looking for. That's our entry right here. Anything outside of this, I don't care. If this doesn't give us a pullback and it just starts to fly and break out, I don't care, guys. I'm not going to be like, oh, fucking hell, I missed that trade. I didn't miss the trade, because that's not the trade. This is the trade right here, when it hits there. That is it. It stops you from getting FOMO. It stops you from taking stupid fucking trades, which you shouldn't take, and so on and so forth, all right? So, as you can see, based on my method right now, there's no entries. There's a couple of close entries coming up, but so far, there's nothing much to take, all right? Let's just wait and see what happens. I'm Ryan Mac, this is the trading, guys. If you wish to join our Discord, let's have a quick look. We have a full Discord here. Look, put it in the centre for you. Where we give, here we go, look. We give setups every day. So my business partner, Lee, is a scalp trader. He gives trades every single day. What's this one? Boom, gold and Ethereum USD. We charge £97 a month. Up until the 1st of March. Anyone who's in before the 1st of March will remain at £97 a month. Anyone after the 1st of March will be 147 quid. We include everything, guys. Education videos, daily mentorship, signals, setups, live trading sessions, one-to-one. Anytime you want a one-to-one, you can take them. No cunt fucking takes them. However, if you do want them, I offer them pretty much every single day. You just have to let me know, and I will jump on with you. And we do loads more. Alright, and when I'm live trading, when I'm going to trade my managed account, I do it all live, so you can see that I'm trading the account in front of your eyes, and you can even copy my trade at the same time, and you can make money in line. Alright, so jump across www.thetradingguys.com and sign up and get started. Let's have a great week. Don't overtrade, don't over risk, and see you soon.